Hey there, this is the March development update for Limit Theory. I gotta be honest with you guys, March was awesome. I'm so happy to get to show you a lot of stuff this month. But instead of just going on randomly about it like I usually do, I'm gonna try to do it in a coherent way this time by actually kind of playing the game, because it's actually a little bit playable now, so I'm just gonna play and point out stuff as I go. So here we are, just kind of hanging out on a hangar deck. I am inside an asteroid base right now, docked. And this is my fighter. It's a very basic little fighter. Not much going on here. Gotta work your way up though, you know. No cargo. 4 thrusters and a sensor. That's about it. I got 1,000 credits in my pocket, and I'm gonna make do with that. And it all starts at the market. Here's the market. You can see a bunch of procedural weapons sorted by their price. I have 1,000 credits to spend, so we'll see what I can make of that. This is just of course, as always, it's a very rough version, meaning both of the market and of the procedural item generator, but they're both functional, and that's the point. I can actually buy and use these weapons now, and they all have sort of different properties that are balanced according to their value. So you can find weapons that are tailored to your specific play style. If you want to be like a sniper from long range, you'll be looking at that effective range, whereas you know, if you prefer like a chain gun kind of thing, you want to look at that rate of fire. I'm going to pick up a few of these alpha photon blades. Don't worry, the names will get better. This looks like a fairly good weapon for my price range, so I'm going to try that out. Now I want to show you the ship interface. This is where I can see all the ships that are docked at the location where I am, and it does a number of things. First of all, you can actually click and go to that ship and see the world from that ship's point of view, so this is kind of interesting because sure, you can't actually get out and like walk around this space physically, but you can actually still kind of explore it by well, vicariously through clicking on these ships, so that's kind of interesting. But the real point of this is that you can see the other ships that are for sale. So those orange ones are for sale, and this is a destroyer. It happens to be the largest ship that's for sale at this location. You can see it's 69,000 credits, which is pretty expensive. I'm going to look at this bomber. This is a little bit more in my price range, 6,300 credits. So I think I can probably work up to that. And there's some other fighters. By the way, these are all very small ships in the grand scheme of things. Even a destroyer is quite small compared to what is actually available in the game. But of course, big ships are rare. So now I'm going to take a job because I need money. So this is the job board, and it's kind of like the market interface in the way that it's listing things and sorting them by value. I've only got a few very, very stupid, simple job types in at the moment, but they just sort of demonstrate the mechanics of the job system and, you know, how missions work. So I'm going to take a little assassination job. By assassination, I just mean destroy one ship. Pretty easy. Well, not necessarily easy, but simple concept at least. So here I am. You can see on my heads-up display, you can see a lot of stuff that you didn't see last month, including markers for showing where my targets are. You can see my little weapon widgets in the bottom left that are indicating the power status and the reload status of my weapons, and then in the bottom right you've got my subsystems showing the power status and integrity of them. So here's my target. I'm going to try to take him out. Got to be pretty careful because I'm pretty weak at this point in the game, and just a few of those pulses will be enough to take me out if he lands them, but it's likewise for me landing on him. If you look in the bottom right, you can see I'm down to half health already, half hull. Boom, got him. Wow. I think that might actually be the first time I've completed that mission successfully. Take it. Yeah, by the way, those heads-up display widgets are going to get a lot better. and a lot more intuitive, because right now it's, you can see this thing, it's kind of not what you would expect of like the main health bar. It's kind of hidden. That'll get better. So I'm pretty proud of myself there. I earned 1,000 credits. I'm gonna get a little repair, and now I can go ahead and upgrade my weapons. I like that gun. That actually did pretty well. So I'm gonna grab 2 more of them. Fill up all my hard points. All my weapon hard points, that is. And now let's grab another job. I'm going to take one of these distress call missions. These are kind of neat. Basically, you have to save your target, or you have to prevent all of your targets from dying. Meaning you need at least 1 survivor. So the green will now be my friends, and you can see there are some attackers. I got to take out those attackers, or do what I can to help. So as far as the mechanics of combat go, I mean, they're still very basic, very rough. But, you know, I'm shooting and I'm combating, so that's a start. Nice. Pretty pleased with how I'm doing this game. Seem to be on my game right now. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, there's a different sound, and that sound is a railgun, actually. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a chance to play with one, but they're pretty cool weapons that are in the game as first-class weapons now. They're very fast. This guy is doing a very good job at evading us. AI is actually pretty smart about keeping distance, especially if it knows that it has the range advantage. And this guy does have a range advantage, apparently. Oh, not a good idea to get up close to him. He's got short-range weapons, too. Gonna have to stay out of that line of fire. Got him. Nice. So 4,600 credits have been transferred to your account. That was pretty great. Not gonna lie, I'm doing pretty well right now. If I can find my home base. There it is, right in front of me. So what I'm demonstrating right now is that I can actually turn off individual weapons, so you know, make fire groups basically. In the future there will be hotkeys for that, so you can define the groups and switch between them quickly. Alright, I think I can afford that bomber if I sold all my stuff, but then I wouldn't really have any money for weapons, so I'm going to hold off on it. I'll do one more mission here, then I'll buy that sucker. I don't do a major conflict mission. This is basically just a fun mission type that I threw in here. Basically all-out war between 2 different groups, or 2 fleets, I guess. It's kind of hard on the computer. I definitely have some optimization work that I've been slacking on, but with a little more work it'll easily be able to handle what you're seeing now, and much, much more. So don't worry about the lag you're seeing right now. This is pretty cool. I really like being part of another fleet in combat. Definitely a cool feeling to have your friends around you. I'll do what I can to help. Looks like we got another guy that's going to be tricky to hit. He's keeping his distance. It's not really surprising that he's keeping his distance either, because he's got missiles. I can't really say much about his ability to hit things with missiles. Seems like a pretty bad shot. But at least he realizes that he's got the range advantage, which he does. So I mentioned last time that missiles aren't a powered system, which means if you use only missiles, you've got more energy available for your other systems. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening right now. Notice that none of my guys here can seem to catch that one dude, and I can't catch him either. And the reason is because he's using missiles. So he's actually got more power flowing through his thrusters than any of us do. Which means I'm going to have to pop into cruise mode here, meaning I'm going to divert all power to my thrusters to see if I can catch him. It's going to be tricky because my weapons won't recharge when I'm in this mode because there's no power going to them. So I'm going to have to try to drop out of it right on top of him and then wait for my weapons to recharge and then slap him. But by then he'll probably already escape. So this is kind of a tricky situation, right? Try to get him. Yeah. So if I put my weapons on low energy, I can actually sort of keep up with him. This is remarkably hard to hit this guy. He's pretty smart. I'm impressed. He's bobbing and weaving like crazy, and I'm having a really tough time hitting him. I'm having a tough time just keeping him in range. My friends can't hit him either. I'm going to try putting even more power to the thrusters. Yeah, I can catch up with him, but I can hardly shoot. Pick one or the other. This guy is causing serious problems. We got like 20 people trying to get him. I don't know why everybody's using missiles. We really need some railguns or something. The problem with railguns is they're short range. No one can get close to this guy. Alright. Alright. This is going nowhere fast. I'm going to try it a little bit longer, and if I can't get him, I'll just give up. Oh yes! Ah, yes! Alright, I thought I was never going to get him, but I got him, and I also got 2,600 credits. And I deserve those 2,600. That was insanely difficult. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the crux of the game. It's just at this early point, there are a lot of unbalanced things, so you see weird things like that, like people evading forever. This is all going to get more hammered out with time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and nab that bomber, because I really earned it. So now, you can see it's a different color. I own it, and I just switched into it. So here I am, piloting a new ship. Pretty cool. I'm actually going to switch back and sell the guns on my other ship so I can afford some new weapons. As you might have guessed, selling works the exact same way as buying. So yeah, here I am in my new bomber. Bomber is one class up from fighter. Just a little more powerful. You can see this one has only weapon hardpoints, so it's really just geared towards doing some damage. And I'm going to equip it appropriately. Drop some missile launchers onto it. And let's take a mission. Let's just drop into a mission that we have no chance in. This is a 120,000 credit mission. It's going to be insane, and I'm going to have no chance of lasting even a few seconds, even though I'm going to have lots of friends. But it should be fun. Yes, indeed, that is a pretty big fleet. Wow, and pretty big lasers coming out of that pretty big fleet. Oh, jeez. And it looks like my friends aren't doing too well. I see a lot of green going to gray, and a lot of red still there. Looks like I'm up against destroyers here. So yeah, it's pretty much what I thought. I have no chance. Ha! He sees me. My hull is down to 50 now. If I were in my fighter, I would have been destroyed already. Oh, there go my thrusters. Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here because, as you can see, it's not really going anywhere. So that's that. That's March. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked what you saw. If you didn't, I guess it'll get better next month. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.